AI will allow us to do many different tasks, either more efficiently or with more contextualized information than ever before. So, what do we bring as humans to that conversation? There are many ways that I think about critical thinking skill development with AI. One is about we need to think about when and how is it useful to use AI. Some problems are not very suited to AI or generative AI. So, even developing this skill of what problem am I trying to solve and is AI the right solution to it? So, that's one. Second one is these AI technologies, and especially as we move to an agentic AI future, need a lot of human oversight. There may not be humans in the loop for every decision, but there should be human in the loop in terms of what is this decision providing? How are we ensuring that it's meeting its goals? How do we know that we are being responsible in its development and deployment? So developing these skills around human oversight, human control of these systems will require us to think about how can things go wrong? Have I thought about unintended consequences? So a lot of that skill will be needed for ethical and responsible development and deployment. And then the third way I think about it is AI will be aggregating a lot of information. We can't think about every data point ourselves, but we can critically assess the data sources. We can think about how has this come up with the outcome that it has, and is that as expected? And then the fourth one is overall and day to day, we need to be thinking about the accuracy and validity of what we're seeing from these AI and Gen AI agents. So even if your role is not to be the human in the loop or provide the human oversight of a system, we need to be thinking about the accuracy of what we see. We will all be exposed to the outcomes of AI and Gen AI. So how do we check that it's valid and accurate? And a few specific ways I think about that is one is when you're using these tools, validate with another source. Is this as expected? Is this what another source would say to this specific question? So playing around with sources, references, citations is a good way to think about, am I thinking that this AI is actually working as intended and providing accurate results? You can also work with peers, either a working group or colleagues, to say, let's all try and solve a solution with different AI models and then come together and critically assess which one's better and to what degree and does it meet different goals. So I like that that can also be a community building exercise. And then third, I'd regularly test my AI model to ensure that it's not changing and learning things over time that are, again, not as intended or may cause different issues. So definitely experimentation, oversight, checking results is a way to keep developing that critical thinking skill. And don't rely on AI and Gen AI output without these questions. Critical thinking is really about assessing, verifying, providing oversight over AI, and it's something we all should be developing.